Our read aloud for today is Frankenstein. Our read aloud for today is Frankenstein. So before we start reading Frankenstein, just based off the cover, can anybody tell me what genre do you think, using our sentence stem, Frankenstein is? Tony, what genre do you think Frankenstein is?
Fiction.
And why do you think it's fiction?
It's fiction because kids can be green. They can be Frankenstein.
Awesome. So Tony said, using our sentence stem, which was awesome, he said, I think this is fiction because I know that this is going to be some untrue events because you cannot be green like this picture.
Yes, you can. You can paint yourself green.
Well, you could, but you can't be, you're not going to do
painted
green.
You can't be Frankenstein.
He's a zombie.
All right. Oh, you should not be unmuted unless I call on you. All right. So this is Frankenstein. Have you seen Frankenstein? Oh, you would totally know if you had. You would say, good morning, how are you? Frankenstein would say, Mirror. You would say, who wants pancakes? Empty. Frankenstein would say, Mirror. You would say, time for school. Frankenstein would say, Mirror. You might see Frankenstein when it's super rainy outside. Or when it's extra cold on Halloween. Or when it's way too hot for popsicles. Especially when it's way too hot for popsicles. You can be sure to find Frankenstein in a long, long line, 40-minute wait from this point. Frankenstein hates long, long lines. Or when it's time to take gross cough syrup. Frankenstein hates gross cough syrup. And you'll definitely see Frankenstein when you say it's bedtime. Frankenstein hates when you say it's bedtime. Yes, that Frankenstein is some pretty scary business, all right. But just when you think that monster is here to stay, he might do something that surprises you. Because when Frankenstein meets another Frankenstein, it just might make him laugh. So now I turn back to normal. At least for now. Because that Frankenstein, boink. Oh, he'll be back. But definitely not today. The end. All right. So was this really about? So was Frankenstein actually like a monster? Was Frankenstein actually a monster? Holly, was Frankenstein actually a monster?
No.
No. Who was Frankenstein?
Frankenstein was
He was just a boy who what?
he was mad.
He was just a boy who was mad or grumpy or cranky, right? So Frankenstein wasn't actually a monster. It was just a boy who was grumpy or cranky or mad. All right. In the chat, real quick, let's do a chat blast real quick. In the chat, this is fiction because, go. I already have some. I already have one from Sarah and Zane. This is fiction because, go. This is fiction because. Give me some good chats. Why was this book fiction? We said it at the beginning. Tony helped us and he said at the beginning. And then we read the book. So now we're going to say it again. What was in the book that made it fiction? What was in the book that made it fiction? There was stuff in the book that made it fiction. What made it fiction? This is fiction because. Why was it fiction? So Sarah said this is fiction because kids can't be green, or Frankenstein. Zane said this is fiction because I know that Frankenstein is not real and you cannot be green. Aaron said Frankenstein isn't real. Katya said this is fiction because your body can't change. Demetri said kids can't be green. Tony said this is fiction because when kids are angry, they don't turn green. Camila said when boys are mad, they don't turn into zombies. Okay. Think about, so this is good, okay, on the untrue events, right? So we're saying there's a lot of untrue stuff happening. But what else is there in this? Think about our fiction folder that we made.
Chandler, did you see mine?
This is fiction because it tells a story. Good, Walter, it does tell a story. Isabella said this is fiction because Frankenstein isn't real, which is true. Bella said this is fiction because Frankenstein was green and humans cannot be green and you cannot turn into zombies. That's very true too. What does this story have though? It has something in it that starts with a C. Michael, what does the story have in it? Characters, right? This story has a character. Our whole book is based around Frankenstein. He is our character in this story. So we know that it's fiction because there's a character. This story is about a character. There's one person that it's based around. Yes, Katya, what else?
It does not use photographs.
It does not use photographs, right? So that is very true. So we remember us talking about how we have photographs and then we have pictures. Well, this story doesn't have photographs. It has pictures, right? These are animated pictures. These are not real photographs. Miguel, what else?
Where the normal laws of physics don't apply.
Miguel?
Yes.
You have your hand up. We're going to tell us why this is fiction?
There's no magical things.
Okay, which is?
We always get confused with nonfiction and fiction. Which one's which? Wait, I forgot.
Fiction has characters, it has story elements.
Why doesn't she ever tell us anything? This is why we don't listen.
It's okay, Miguel. All right, so Roy said this is fiction because Frankenstein is not real. Miles said you can't turn green. Ollie said you cannot change colors and they cannot be green. So we know that this is fiction, right? All right.